Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. 1 game to determine the national championship. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. On the move. Can he make it? Touchdown, Tide. He will score. You talk about an unforgettable moment for that guy. A kick return for a touchdown in the championship game.
Chris, I didn't know if he had the speed to be able to take it all the way back to the end zone. Initially had some good blocks to spring him free, and then was just outrunning some angles that some of the kickoff coverage team had. Nice play.
And it's 7-0 after the BAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. And the Soft were able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And the pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
There are a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
They come to the line for 3rd and very long here on the opening drive. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made across the middle by the running back. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Graham. And he gets it out to the 28, tackled right there. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And he'll drop back here on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Graham. And he goes down after a solid gain. That's enough for a first down. Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44.
Boy, it's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. The defense showing blitz here. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. Finding space at the 20. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's first down and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Defense expecting run all the way. They stop him short of the goal line.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Coming up, 2nd down and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
He eludes the rush. Going to try to use his legs here. Finding some room at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Slides to avoid the big hit.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Really nice job mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. They've got him down out near the 40.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The gain makes it second and medium. And he'll set up to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. You think about it, over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
Cannot escape, and down he goes.
For another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about it, over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
With the sack on first down, it's second down. They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And now the running back's got it again. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
Chris, it's pretty surreal to get to the national championship in this day and age of college football when everybody wants to spread you out and throw the football. This offense has been pounding the rock all year long. And here, how about the first half? This back is having a big day.
They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a third down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half, but with the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important third down to try to convert here.
Now it's third and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught for the completion. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on 4th down. And the single back takes the handoff. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. We pressure him and sack him, but he tackled inside the 10.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up with the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition for that defensive line play.
And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Looking to throw it on first down. It's complete.
Wow, they get positive yards here. You have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
2nd down play coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? At the 20. Touchdown, Alabama. And the defense adds 6 with an interception return. And a pick 6, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Returner choosing to field this one. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
We'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Catch made on the left side. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play.
Now, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Can he make it to the marker? Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. The Buckeyes will come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that first down.
The Buckeyes pick up enough yardage for a first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. And you think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Running out of time in the pocket. They bring him down, but not before he moves the sticks with a first down gain.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Tight end makes the grab. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national champ.
You know, make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Who says you need explosive plays, Dirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is the national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. And it's complete downfield. And it's good for a first down to the 36. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. On first down, it's play action. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
This time, it's complete. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's one thing to hear about how fast this receiver is in the scouting report. You look at him on film all week. The defense coordinator tells you, get ready, this guy can run. And then the reality comes. And this guy can fly. You see it again here. Nice catch.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out.
On the
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Oh, a reverse. Oh, what a move. And tackled there by the defense. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And it's picked off in the end zone. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Past the 50. Now the 40. Past the 20. At the 10 now. And he's into the end zone easily. But this might be coming back. There's a flag on the field.
Number 13 on the field.
And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will extend their lead even further. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Looking to pass here. From their own 8-yard line now, it's second and long. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Second down, we're going to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football. Or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Receiver makes the grab. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them the fourth down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
On first and 10, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
This is a deflating play for this defense on third and short. Good coverage. They take away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for is the quarterback. And he uses his legs to pick it up.
The Buckeyes are looking to keep this drive going. Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield before he won.
Anytime you're down at halftime, you get your minds together, you try to make some adjustments, you try to get things heading in a better direction. This offense is off to a great start after this play right here.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
The pass is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Touchdown, Bama. This offense is still clicking.
I love to watch this offense. It's one thing to study the film, but to watch these guys in person, you saw it in the first half, seemed to score at every possession. And here they are coming out to start the second half with another touchdown.
And the PAT puts them up 17 now. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out, it's Graham. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
And the returner is brought down. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's running out of time here. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit. So second down after the incompletion. They're going to run it here. 6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Ball handed off. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to 3rd down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. We've got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up a hole, and they pick up the first down and keep working clock.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, Tide. To stretch the lead, the route is on. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out. So looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. First down. Looking to throw the football. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass falls incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play, but give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he pulls in the catch. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. The linebacker shifting around now. Can he reach the end zone? And he scores. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And he's got it. The two-point conversion to make this a 16-point lead, back within 2 scores. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
1st and 10 now for the offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Heavy pressure, hit as he throws. Oh, and it's incomplete. A chance at a much-needed takeaway there. Now it's second down.
Boy, really nice job by this defense. Not only do they pressure the quarterback and get after him, but I don't think they tipped their hand with their coverage. They actually waited to the last possible second to bracket this receiver, and it almost paid off for an interception.
Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain, short of the first down there. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
And it's incomplete. He dropped the first down pass over the middle.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And this pass is caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Handoff from the shotgun. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. The back's got it. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
A quick throw out left, complete. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
That's exactly how you want to start this drive, working with a lead in the fourth quarter. You take as much time off this clock as possible. That's a great way to get this drive started.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the route is on. That's a crucial touchdown, Kirk. The offense adding its lead now here in the second half.
Yeah, you get into this second half, you start to count possessions and how big your lead is. Now that you're up 2 possessions, you can start to play really smart football, not just on offense, but on defense as well.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Returner trying to create good field position. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Now this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside. The defense has got to do a good job locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
Looking to pass here on second down. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
In third and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone for 2 points. Now it's a 15-point game. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Nowhere to run up the middle.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. That's going to bring up 4th down. And the punt team now on to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. And he's brought down immediately. No fair catch there, but that might have been the smarter play. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's incomplete. Even at a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Crucial 3rd down play after that completion. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another 1st down. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry up.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a 1st down on that 3rd down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
2nd and 10 here. Back to throw again. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Down he goes, a sack.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense, and it is. It's become an offensive game, but how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead, and a large portion of that has to do with the way they've been able to get after this quarterback. That's the 2nd sack in this game.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Trying to extend the play. And he's brought down, a sack by the defense coming up big on this 4th down play.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple of scores. They just didn't execute.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quick pass, the catch is made. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
They're still trusting this quarterback to make great throws, and why not? He has had a game you dream about in the national championship. Every throw right on the money. He's had time to make great throws, and he is delivered to be, in my opinion, the MVP in the national title.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Takes the handoff again. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. And that'll do it. We have a national champion. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side, where they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Alabama Crimson Tide.